How is it going, guys? So that's right, you just saw a radar detector start up, and that's what this video is going to be about. But before that, just a little bit of normal vlogging, I guess. So yeah, as soon as I said daily vlog 2 days ago, of course I missed a day of vlogging, and that is obviously because I cursed myself by saying the word daily vlog. I guess I was just burnt out or something yesterday, but like I felt tired and I just felt hungry all day. So I might as well start this vlog on the radar detector. So my radar detector, you probably saw it in the intro to this video. If it looks old, well, it is. It's a Beltronics V940. If you're wondering about the company Beltronics, it's actually a very good company. It's the sister company to Escort. They're owned by the same people, and they produce very similar quality radar detectors. They actually, I cannot confirm this, but I am almost 100% sure that some of the radar detectors are just rebadged versions of each other. Mine has served me well, and I thought I would do a review on it, seeing as I'm going to retire it in the very near future. So as I said, this is the Beltronics V940. It's a middle-of-the-range radar detector. In 2012, this radar detector cost me $150, I believe. So first questions first. Well, does it work? The answer to that is usually. Now, a radar detector cannot offer you absolute protection from cops. First off, cops can turn their radar off. That means that they are undetectable to a radar detector if they do not have radar blaring. Second, when cops' radars are off, they can do things like this. Number one, they can pace you. That's basically driving the same speed as you and keeping up with you, and if they catch that on video and they record their own speed at that time, that means they can like assume that you're going the same speed and pull you over that way. Number two, laser. Yes, this radar detector detects laser, but it's absolutely useless when it does, because once laser hits you, you're fucking done. When you detect laser, you've been hit by laser and he's read your speed. You're done. Anyways, those are really the real two instances where a radar detector isn't effective. The other instance, I guess, is kind of an instance, and that's just that radar detectors in general aren't super great at detecting cops around tight corners. What a radar detector is really intended for is highway use, which is what I mainly use it for. On back roads, I just keep my fingers crossed. But anyways, this radar detector has served me well. At the low price of $150, this mid-range radar detector unit has easily saved me the amount of money in tickets that I spent on it. Drove from... And that's one of the instances when a radar detector is annoying. Now, this effectiveness is only going to be increased by more powerful units. The detector that I'm looking at replacing this with is actually one of its sister units, the Escort Redline or the Escort 9500. It's kind of up and down what you want to do, but I normally drive interstates a lot more than I drive back roads, and the Escort Redline is their model for maximum range detection. The 9500 is more useful on back roads, and it's better at detecting cops around corners and stuff. Yeah, for me, the Redline works. There's a video on YouTube, actually, you should look it up. It's of an Escort Redline detecting a police officer's KA band from, I think it's 3 miles away. So would I recommend a radar detector? Well, if you're a heavy highway driver, absolutely. I can't really comment to the effectiveness on back roads because I've honestly never been in a situation where I ran into a cop on a back road, even though I drove back roads a lot back when I was in Tennessee. But yes, I would absolutely recommend a radar detector. I would even go as far as saying it makes you a safer driver because it makes you more aware of when a cop's coming up, and it helps you react to the situation proactively rather than being surprised and alarmed and panic braking when you see a police officer. Now, there are some things that might annoy you, and this gets completely eliminated by a radar detector that measures GPS, but that is that sometimes a radar detector will do basically what it's been doing this whole ride, and I'll slip some clips in there, which is that it will detect K-band, which is a band that is very often used for alarm systems and things like that, and it will just like that, and it will just blare at you, and you'll have to mute it. Now, if that stuff will annoy the living shit out of you, I turned to the wrong place. I would highly recommend that you get a radar detector that has built-in GPS so that it can detect K-band signals that you frequently get and block them out for future reference if you've gotten them at the same place a bunch of times. For me, that doesn't really bug me. I'll just mute it and save myself the money of a GPS-enabled unit. But for you, that might make a big difference. Now, I just said that K-band is kind of an annoying band. And on that note, what band should you look out for? Most radar detectors, they do 3 bands. They do X, Ka, and K-band. Some European units also use Ku band. I don't really think that that's really heavily used in the States anymore. And X-band is all but dead by use from police officers. It's very often used now for security systems and the like, but it has been found to cause cancer, so cops don't really shoot it anymore. There was this weird thing a few years ago where like all these cops were ending up with testicle cancer because of it. I don't know, lots of lawsuits. The cops switched to K-band and Ka band. So with Ka band, you're probably asking, there you go again. So with Ka band, you're probably asking yourself, well, how do you distinguish between K-band that is a grocery store and K-band that's a cop? Well, honestly, you can't. You kind of get used to it, and you can kind of tell when you get a low K signal like that, oh, that might be a grocery store, but you can never be 100% sure. My recommendation, just stay on the safe side and don't test out K-band until you're really comfortable with your radar detector. Personally, I'm at the point where like it's no big deal to me. I can easily distinguish if it's a K-band from a cop or a K-band from a grocery store. And also if you get K-band on the highway, it's more often than not, I'd say, a police officer, especially if it's a gradually increasing K-band as you move down the road. Ka band though, that is the slow the fuck down band. Ka band is almost exclusively used by police officers. I have never had a Ka band signal and not seen a cop shortly after. That being said, when there's cops present, I almost always get that Ka band. I don't know if it's just this unit is very good or if I'm lucky or whatnot, but Ka band has pretty much exclusively been police officers for me, and I've never had it any other way. So anyways, would I recommend a radar detector? Absolutely yes. I would recommend that over almost any car product that you can buy. And would I recommend this unit, my Beltronics V940? Absolutely. And I have utmost confidence that this unit would last me many more years. The only reason I'm getting a new unit is frankly that I want something that's a little higher quality, looks a little nicer, and makes slightly less annoying noises. Anyways guys, that's all I have for you today. Peace out and dream bigger.